Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about the boxing fight between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. Before that, subscribe the channel, leave your comments, like and share the video, okay? So, it was on the 28th November 2020. Boxing fight between Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, and Roy Jones Jr., Superman, or Captain Hook. We are talking about two veterans, okay? Two veterans. Mike Tyson is 54 years old, and Roy Jones Jr. is 51 years old. So, two veterans. Mike Tyson returns after 15 years. 15 years out of a boxing ring for a fight. Roy Jones Jr. returned after 2 years and a half out of a boxing ring for a fight. Well, they're almost the same age, okay? But Mike Tyson trained hard. He lost, I don't know, maybe 100 pounds, I think. He lost weight, and he prepared himself for the boxing fight well. And well, in the beginning of the fight, it was Mike Tyson seeking Roy Jones Jr., always after him, going after him. That's what happened. And Roy Jones Jr. always trying to avoid Tyson's punches with a good footwork, okay? With a good footwork, and also looking for the clinch, because Roy Jones Jr. was a lot of time searching for the clinch to stop the rhythm of Tyson. That's what happened. Well, Tyson connected some hooks, okay, and body shots too, and always with his pick and pull technique. So always moving the head and trying to gain distance to punch. That's what we saw. Jones always trying his jab, okay? Always trying his jab to control the distance and to try to punch Tyson too, okay? Also with his jab. And we are talking about different rules. The boxing, it was an exhibition fight with different rules. And well, 2 minutes, so 8 rounds of 2 minutes only, okay? 8 rounds of 2 minutes only. And well, the gloves were 12 inches, okay? Normally, for the heavyweight division, the gloves has 10 inches. In this case, 12 inches. Why? It was to protect the fighters, okay? Because it's to the impact of the punches is going to get low, because the gloves are 12 inches, okay? We are talking about two fighters more than 50 years, each one of them, okay? So to protect their physical integrity. That's what happened. And without points, so it was different rule because, well, no points, okay? No point system. So it was a different kind of rules, different. But it was a good exhibition fight, I can tell. And of course, it was, well, it was, I think everyone was curious about the return of Mike Tyson, okay? Because, well, we're talking about a very famous boxer, okay? Very famous. And, well, at 54, what we are going to see, that's the question of everybody, okay? Which Tyson we are going to see, okay? And I think, well, it was a good Mike Tyson. Of course, we are talking about different kind of boxing fight, an exhibition, and two veterans, different rules. But I think it was interesting to see, well, the pick and do technique again. Mike Tyson always with his impetus, trying to reach and to punch Jones. Jones also with a good footwork, and also trying with his jab to punch Tyson. A lot of clinch too to stop the rhythm of the fight. And well, at the end of the 8 rounds of 2 minutes only, well, the judges, referees, judges, they said, well, it was a draw. Well, a draw. I think it was a symbolic draw because, well, it was an exhibition fight, okay, everyone is going home happy, it was a draw, symbolic draw. And they gave some belts to celebrate the event because it was the main event of the evening. It was the main event of the evening, Tyson Jones. And I think it was a good exhibition fight, no doubt about that. But well, if we can analyze, well, Tyson connected 67 punches, and Roy Jones Jr. connected 37 punches. So in a point system, Tyson would be the winner, and that's the bottom line. Because well, no knockouts, nobody quit, so it was, if it was a point system, Tyson would be the winner. And we are talking about someone that returned 15 years later to a boxing ring or a fight. Very good Tyson, very good. Roy Jones Jr., I think it was a good strategy because footwork, try to avoid the knockout, try to avoid the punches of Tyson, try to stop the rhythm of the fight with the clinch. It was a good strategy, but we didn't see Roy Jones Jr. with well, connecting sequences, combos of punches. We didn't see that well because Tyson was controlling the match. Tyson was controlling the fight. Okay, it was him that controlled the fight. Okay, so that's it. It was the fight, boxing fight between Iron Mike Tyson and Superman Roy Jones Jr. This is all for today, and see you next time.